Hi everyone, in this tutorial we will implement the concept which we have studied in the previous tutorial. So let me run this application and let me tell you. Let's select files. Okay, let's suppose we have selected three. Just click on this button. Okay, so now whenever user clicks on this update button, I just need to draw my graph right here. We just need to add on press event to this button. So let's close this application, and where is my button? So here it is. So I will say that on underscore press on press, and the function name will be updat update. Okay, so let's copy this function name. Oops, copy it, and just go to and here I will say I will create a separate function with the name update. And inside this function, first of all, I actually need to know the total number of files or the length of the files which a user has selected, because based on that number I just need to draw the total number of charts on my graph placeholder. So let me write here a comment, total number of total number of charts. Okay, now let me write here a variable name, and that will be file underscore length is equals to, and this file length will be the length of these number of files which user will select right here. Okay, so we just need to write here self self dot files, and we just need to write here self self dot files as well, because I will access this variable outside this function. So let's copy this and just paste it right here, control V, but this is len, not leg leg. Okay, now based on this number I just need to draw my subplots. So for this purpose we need Matplotlib. So let's open command prompt again and just go to this location, and here I will say python python dash m pip install, and then matplot plot lib, but not just Matplotlib. You need a specific version of Matplotlib, and that is double equals to 3.1.1. Okay, and hit enter. And as you can see, I have already installed my Matplotlib. So if you don't have, this will install your Matplotlib this version. So make sure that you should install this version of Matplotlib, otherwise your Kivy Matplotlib module will not work properly. So let me minimize cmd, and here I just need to import Matplotlib. So just right here from matplot from Matplotlib, import import pyplot splt, and down here I will say plt.sub subplot. And now this subplot basically takes number of rows and then number of columns. So I think in this case I will go with the same number of rows and same number of columns, and for this purpose I just need to divide this file length with 2 in order to get the half value of this length. So just write here file is files length divided by 2. But here one thing that you need to keep in mind is that maybe user will select 3 files or maybe 5 files, then in that case it will return us a float value. So we need to actually change or convert that float value into integer value. Now you will be thinking that okay, we just need to write here int, but no, not at all. Int will not work in this case because it returns the floor value, but we need the seal value. So for that purpose I just need to use the math seal function. So here I just need to import the math module. So just write here import import math, and then I will say down here I will say math.seal, and then I just need to pass my this value right here, and this will return us the seal value, not the floor value. And I will save that value inside row underscore col. This means that this value will be our number of rows value and this value will be our number of columns value. So let's pass here row underscore col, and then row underscore col. And now here you will be thinking that okay, if user select one file or two file, then what we need to do. So in the upcoming tutorials I will tell you how to solve this problem as well, so don't worry. But for now, just stick with this concept that user will select more than two files. Okay, now this subplot function basically return us two different things. One is the figure and the other one is the axis. So the axis basically represents our total number of subplots, but here I just need to say s because we will have multiple subplots. Okay, so make sure that you should call this subplots function, not the subplot function. And after creating the number of charts, I just need to loop through each and every file and see whether the checkbox of that file is active or not. So for this purpose, I will not recommend to you that you should loop on this variable. Instead, I'm thinking that I will extract the keys of this object dictionary, which is the checkbox objects, and then I will loop through that checkbox object, because later on in that for loop I need to extract the file name and file location in order to pass my data to this pandas, and in order to extract the content which is present inside that file. So first of all, here I will first extract the number of keys. Also just write here comment and then keys keys. So I'm extracting the keys, and I will say alias files underscore chec box. So these checkbox keys will represent the files checkboxes, okay, not the properties checkboxes. And then I will say self self dot and then obj dictionary dot keys keys. So now this will return us a list of all the keys of this dictionary, and I just need to loop through each and every key. So let's write here for and then file file underscore chec checkbox in alias file underscore checkbox. Okay, and here I think for now I will just print the file name. Okay, so in order to print the file name, you just need to call the self.object dictionary, and you need to define, or you need to pass the key. So obviously in this case my key will be this file underscore checkbox. So let's copy it and paste it right here, and I hope this will work fine. So let's run this application, and let's select these three files, open them. Okay, so we got an error, and the reason is that we actually need to replace these files with self.file. Okay, so self.files, and now let's run it again. Let's select these three files, open them, click on this button, and now let's click on this update. And yeah, as you can see, we got our file names. And now I think that instead of printing all the file names, I will only print those file names which is selected by the user. This means that user has checked on these checkboxes, so I will only print those file names. So let's close it, and down here I just need to write an if statement. So let's write here if, and I will say file checkbox. Now again, just keep in mind that now this file underscore checkbox is a representation of our checkboxes. So this is an object, and obviously if it is a checkbox object, then it will have this active property. So I will say that if checkbox is active, this means that if user has selected that file, only then I just need to print the file name. So let's run it again, and let's select my files, and let's just click on this update without checking anything. Let's update it. Okay, so we have not got anything, and now let's check this shop 1, and as you can see, we got this shop 10 added, but this is not what we were expecting. So let's click on this update button, and yeah, as you can see, we are now getting our shop 1 file name. So now let's check this shop 3, and now let's again update it, and now as you can see, we are getting only two files name. One is shop 101 and then shop 03. This means that everything is fine. Now let's close it again, and final thing which I will do is to extract these file location as well, because in this pandas module I just need to pass my files location. So for this purpose I just need to create an other dictionary in which I will link these files name with their location. So here inside this uploader function, I will say self self dot alias files underscore address is equals to the ICT. This will be an empty dictionary again, and here I will say that self self dot files files dictionary, and then the key will be the file name. Okay, so let's write here file underscore name, and the value will be the address of that file name. So let's pass here file, and this will create an other dictionary for us inside this uploader function, and I will access that dictionary inside this update function. So here after extracting the file name, I will save my file name inside this file underscore name variable, and here I will say file underscore address is equals to self self dot files files dish address, and then I just need to pass my file name, that is file underscore name, and this will return us the whole address of that particular file. And now I need to pass this file address to this pandas module. So let's write here pd.read read excel file, and here I just need to pass file underscore address, and then I will save all the content of this file inside this content variable. And now finally I just need to print that content variable, and I hope everything will work. But before I actually run it, I just need to remove some print functions. So let's remove this print function, and let's remove this print function, and now let's run it again and see the output. Just click it, just select these three files, open them, and just click on this button. And now let's select this shop 1 and then this shop 2, and let's click on this update. Awesome, it's very awesome. We are getting our required data from these files. So this is my shop 2 or shop 3 data basically, and this is my shop 1 data. So everything is working fine and everything is awesome. So I think it's enough for this tutorial, and in the next tutorial we will add some more features, and I will see you there. Till that point, bye bye.